Am I too late? Am I too late? Tell you that I love you now they've carried you away. Am I too late? Am I too late? Tell you that I love you now they've carried you away. Am I too late? Am I too late? Tell you that I love you now they've carried you away.
There we go. Mics.
Oh,
that helps.
our mics weren't on.
No.
There we go. Anyway, Pocatello, it's not
What
that
mic
late
are you-
live.
There, Danny's on now too.
I'm on.
What are you
Not
on?
that late live.
What does that say? User mic 3.
4.
3.
4.
Oh, 4.
Oh, okay.
They mixed it.
Yeah. It's
Just turn them all
3.5.
off.
Why is nothing working today? Look at this.
Because it's Monday.
That's where you're wrong. It's Tuesday.
There
Tuesday.
we go. We got it on.
So is it working?
As good as it's gonna get.
Hey, Pocatello, we got us a guest tonight. In the middle is Jeff Sherwood. Pocatello person, Pocatellian. Are we Pocatellans or Pocatellians?
Pocatellans, I think.
Poca. Because, like, Connecticutans, Canutican, I mean, Pocatellian or?
I don't know. What are they? Rednecks. Why do you keep switching to that one?
Because that's a better angle.
You guys were. No, it's not. We're all out of it.
No, see.
You just don't want to be right there.
There. See, look, we get us all. Anyway, Jeff
I want to switch
is.
sunglasses.
That is true. You're always wearing your sunglasses.
Danny, introduce Pocatello to Jeff, and I'm gonna go find my sunglasses.
Anyway, Pocatello. This is Jeff. Jeff, this is Pocatello.
Hello again.
Pocatello is part of the writers group. No, Jeff is part of the writers group of Pocatello.
Yes.
And what you got for us today?
Well, I was asked to come on this show by my good friend Danny here because he read one of my short stories. Get this in the right angle. Yeah. It's called Pain and Paranoia. You read this.
Yes.
And
About 6 months ago.
6 months ago?
About when you finished it and shipped me a copy, or
In October, yeah.
about 6 months ago?
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Yeah. It's about this normal guy, works hard, has a girlfriend, good life, a little bit of a geek, but he starts being tortured by these two goblins. The goblins have this sport of beating up on humans.
Don't give that away.
No. I'm not giving away too much.
Okay. All right.
Beating up on humans. The weird thing is, nobody can see the goblins. On a rare occasion, there is somebody who can, and this guy here can see the goblins. So he's starting to tell everybody that he's getting beaten up by these goblins, and his friends all think he's going crazy.
Well, if you came up to me and told me you were getting beaten up by goblins, I would think you were crazy too.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think I'd have to listen to the story a little bit more.
I had somebody ask me if it was autobiographical.
That'd be a little creepy.
How long you been writing?
I have considered myself an amateur writer now for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years.
Okay.
So I say amateur because, yes, I have this book out online. You could download it. It's for free. That's why I consider myself amateurs, because it's for free. However,
This one's not free. You can't just take that.
well, you can if you want. You'd be sorely disappointed. It's actually not. It's not damn good.
Oh, there's pictures. I can read this. All right.
No, it's actually just the jacket cover. No, the book is the short story itself is only for download online at smashwords.com.
I've got
Here, let's put that up, John.
Yeah.
John's got the animation for it.
So yeah, there you go. Right down there.
Smashwords.com/profile/views /Jeff Sherwood.
Yes. And if you go there, you'll see this picture, and you click on that, and then it'll give you several different options on formats for how you want to download it for your e-reader or computer. Give me to the end of the summer, and you will see another book there. That one I'm going to charge for, and then I'll consider myself a professional writer. Starving, but professional.
So you're part of the writers group in Pocatello. How many?
Yes.
Do you guys have like meetings, or how does that work?
Yes, they're a great bunch of people. They've helped me out a lot. They meet the first and third Saturdays of every month.
Okay.
At the Marshall Public Library around 3:30. And if you give them a little advance notice that you have material you want to read with the group, you bring copies, everybody gets to read it, you read it out loud, they follow along, and they'll critique it for you. They'll give you some ideas on how you can fix it up, how things are working, not working, and it's really great because it's all a mix of people that are just barely starting out, to there's people that have published 2 or 3 books, all different kinds of genres. They even have some that are poets and script writers. So
I'm a poet and I didn't know it.
you wished. I know you too well.
But yes, anyway, so who did the artwork?
Yeah, the cover is kind of cool. I like it.
Yes, I love this guy. His name
got
is
a hammer.
Bob. It's in the story. The gentleman who did the artwork for me is a great guy. His name's Bob Beeson. He is a retired.
We could probably get a really
okay.
good close-up.
There you go.
Oh, here we go.
Maybe. This camera works like 90. Or
Oh,
works
there we go.
10% of the time. Doesn't work the rest of the time.
There we go. Yes. The artist was Bob Beeson. He is a retired high school art teacher, but he is so incredibly talented.
Right here in the Pocatello area.
Right here in the Pocatello
I
area.
think he was my art teacher in junior high, too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been around
Really?
for a while.
Yeah.
When you were in high school?
Junior high. But
Well,
yeah.
John's quite younger than
Then he
you.
moved on to high school. Yeah.
Huh.
Um,
Right on, that's funny.
he makes a really good living doing all kinds of artwork for lots of different people. He teaches classes still, kind of private classes kind of thing, and he's also making his big money by a comic book store he's opened up here in Pocatello called Captain Bangle.
Captain Bengal. Isn't that like 317 South Center or something like that? West?
It's over. I don't know the exact address.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
over
trying to think.
in Old Town. You go through the underpass.
right
you come
across
up.
the street from Mog Drug.
Yes,
Yep.
it's actually a Pocatello Arts Center. Nobody shoot me if I got that wrong. Please don't. He's camped out in a corner of the art store, and he's a fun guy.
Right.
If anything, go on in there and visit him. Hang out and talk to him. He's a fun guy.
Like 15 or 20 years ago or something, didn't he have a comic book store on the one on Jefferson?
The guy that had the comic book store on Jefferson was actually, his first name was Jamie.
But like, I want to say Bob Beeson was at least like partners with him for a while or something.
He
might have
could have
been.
he could have been, but gosh, what was that comic?
I might be wrong.
Because I used to go to that comic book store all the time and buy comics, because that was back when I was still a comic book guy.
I don't remember.
That one closed down shortly after I moved to Pocatello.
Oh, what was
The
that
one-
called? Gosh, because I went there all the time.
It was the comic book store.
Yeah, you guys are comic book nuts.
Captain Comics or something.
Aren't you?
Yes, actually, Jeff and I are comic book geeks.
I consider myself an all-round geek, but comic books are definitely in there.
You also know quite a bit of comic book knowledge. You and I have had several comic
I've
book.
watched the movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Green Lantern was awesome.
I didn't mind it.
It was okay.
Really? You guys were
Well,
weird.
the thing I didn't like about
the thing they needed to stop doing is they need to stop putting Ryan Phillip or Ryan.
man, I don't know. That guy's
Reynolds.
just having such
Ryan Reynolds.
bad
they need
luck.
To stop putting him inside of action heroes.
He was
movies.
just in that movie with Jeff Bridges or whatever that tanked.
Oh yeah, R.I.P.D.
Right. It was supposed to be this big thing, and it just like tanked. I mean, everything he starred in recently has just been bad.
I saw.
Well, because he's typecast. He's Van Wilder. No one will ever see
He's
him as
Van
anything
Wilder.
else.
Yes.
So
Yep.
that was a mistake. Him actually breaking into movies with that movie.
Yeah. I actually saw a thing online. The title said, "R.I.P.D. Too bad or too awful to rate." I thought that was pretty sad. They wouldn't even rate the movie because they thought it was so bad.
Wow, that's too bad. No, the only thing wrong with Green Lantern is, okay, the Green Lantern comic book has stretched like 50 years, and the Green Lantern Corp has been around for so long, and they tried to cram all of that history in Green Lantern into an hour-and-a-half movie. That was my problem with Green Lantern.
Well, they did that with every one of the first movies.
Well, true. I mean, they try to cover so much ground with the character that they've
But
taken literal 50 years to build.
Green Lantern had a lot more history than some of the others. You know?
Oh, yeah, Green Lantern's just...
Batman, it's like 20 years of history
Well,
before he became.
everybody
Batman.
knows Batman.
Yeah.
You know,
Superman,
even
it's like
if you're not a
same
comic
thing.
book guy, you know Batman. So the Batman story, I wasn't pleased with the Bane part of the last Batman, because in the comic book, Frank Miller's Batman, Bane was the end all, above all, almost on par of being a Joker villain, but in the movie, it's just he had to wear 6-inch pumps. He wasn't even tall enough. Tom Brady wasn't even tall enough to play Bane.
Well,
They needed to find a professional wrestler.
Steve
put him on
Austin.
there. I don't care. Professional wrestler, and just say, "Don't talk."
I had to turn on
That would've been
subtitles
me.
just to understand what he was saying. That's the thing I didn't like about the movie.
I know they did. You couldn't really, and they didn't give his drug use to him. See,
Yeah.
in the comic book, his drug was so necessary to him. They brought out his addictive side so much, not just that I'm wearing a Russian fur jacket and I'm gonna blow up a country. That's all they really did in the movie. But in the actual comic book, Bane was a drug addict, and he was basically normal he was just your typical crackhead.
But now, what if you were to compare him with Bane from Batman and Robin? Oh wait, was it Batman and Robin or no? It wasn't Batman and Robin.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Batman and
Batman and
Robin.
Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's still the same Bane.
No, not the same Bane by any stretch of the means.
Do you remember Batman? Like, I almost
They
even
had
forgot he
Bane
was
in
in
the
there.
Batman?
Yes.
Poison Ivy made him by
Yeah.
injecting him with the
Oh.
stuff, and it was.
And he
That
just
don't even count.
he just kind of grumbled and roared.
Right.
Yeah.
That
he
doesn't
didn't
even-
talk. Yeah.
Right. That doesn't even. That doesn't even count. It's just like Marvel's use of Thanos at the very end of the Avengers movie, and then Comic-Con in San Diego just happened. We just found out that the next Avengers coming out is going to be doing with Ultron. Who cares? I mean, they already showed Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet, which anybody that knows anything about comic books, that's a great storyline. And now the story's going to be about Ultron.
Who is Ultron?
He's the guy that he took a hold of Vision and made Vision a bad android. He did the Sentinels and just made them whatever. And
Okay.
basically he makes super duper tough robots.
I gotta say, I honestly here, and I may just get kicked out of this room for this. I gave up on comic books a long time ago, and here's why: is because they became soap operas.
Yeah.
They started rehashing the same stuff, and then they would kill off a character, and then they bring it back. I was so excited when they killed off Superman. I bought 4 copies of his death, and then all of a sudden they brought him back.
They did worse than bring him back. They gave him like 8 alternate egos where he split into, because one of them was Shaq. Remember Shaq's movie Steel? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was based off one of the split personalities of Superman once Superman died.
Yeah, that's where I gave up. And now I've dabbled a little in the comics since then, but my true love since then, since the death of Superman, my true love has been manga and anime.
Okay.
Japanese comics, Japanese cartoons, they know how to do it right because they start a story and they say, this is who the characters are, this is what we've put up against them, and this is what they've got to do. And then when they get to the end, you honestly don't know if they're going to win or lose. And sometimes they do lose. And then the story's done. That's it.
I got to jump in there.
Go get a new series.
Because I'm a fan of anime. However, Death Note sucks.
Ooh.
Death Note sucks.
No.
I have no idea what they're talking about.
Pocatello, it's not that late live. Give us a call, 234-6288, if you want to chime in on Death Note sucks. The reason why Death Note sucks is his little sidekick that is worthless, that doesn't do a thing besides just, who you gonna kill today, little Miko, or whatever his name is. That makes me mad, because his sidekick looks like it's...
The Shinigami?
Oh, the greatest anti-superhero demon hunter ever, and he doesn't do a thing.
You're not supposed to.
We got a call.
He's just there to watch.
It's not that late live.
Speak.
How you doing, caller?
I'm doing good, but Danny, you're so wrong on so many levels. I hate, really, anime. It's not my favorite. Death Note really isn't my favorite. But truthfully, Death Note, it was really kind of cool. So you don't know what you're talking about.
I know exactly what I'm talking about. I watched 10 minutes of the first episode and knew I hated it.
Okay, but did you watch the cartoon one or the live-action one, or did you read the manga?
I watched the cartoon one. I didn't read it, and I didn't see the live action.
Well, you don't know what you're talking about, because Death Note's pretty cool, and this is from somebody who really does not care for Japanese anime, etc., etc., etc.
Okay. Well, there you go.
The whole purpose of the...
Hey, caller, are you going to watch the show the whole time?
Yep.
Are you going to check out Jeff's book, Pain and Paranoia?
Actually, I already downloaded it.
Really? Have you read it? Give us an honest opinion on what you thought of Jeff's book.
Well, I talked to one of my friends and she read it and she thought, well, it kind of sounds a little hokey, but it turned out to be actually pretty cool. It's pretty realistic for being kind of...
Right, well,
sure.
When I read it, I got a goosebump feel. Like, when you're a kid and you have those little scary...
Series?
Well, yeah, it's called Goosebumps. And as a kid, when I read those, I'm like, wow, And that's the kind of thing that I got. It's just kind of a...
So it's not like Goosebumps. It's like the adult equivalent to the feeling...
Not quite
to
necessarily.
Giving you the feeling that you got when you read Goosebumps as a kid.
Not quite necessarily adult, because I'm a like Stephen King. I mean,
And
it wasn't that gritty, but it was still.
It was more
a good read.
Realistic instead of like Stephen King, where sometimes it's just, where'd that come from? Okay.
I thought it was a good read when I read it. I don't want to give away the ending because I've hashed the ending over with Jeff. I'm like, what? But anyway, that's for you to read and find out. Hey, caller, thanks for giving us a call. But
Well, it even says ages 17 and up on the back, huh?
No, that's something else.
Oh, that's something else.
Okay, I got to be honest here.
Oh, that's a...
I got to be honest here.
You've covered another book with it.
My short story, as I said, is only online, but we felt we needed something to be able to put on screen. But, ooh,
I see what's going on here now.
We tried to pull off what Hollywood does. And
you still should
John
say
busted
17
us.
and up, because there's a kid with a hammer.
Yeah, but he doesn't do anything deviant with the hammer.
Still, he's got a hammer.
Yeah, he's hunting the...
Well, they're hunting. They're hunting. Yeah. He's trying to protect himself.
I wouldn't want my 16-year-old
Back to the Shinigami in Death Note. Dude, his whole purpose, he said it from the very beginning. I'm bored. I want to see what happens when I do this. And he was just there to entertain himself.
Right.
And you missed one of the big parts. Because when he gave what's his name, the Death Note, he says, you know, I'm going to write your name in it. So he actually becomes a very important character.
Yeah, but see, the whole thing is he's never actually even done anything. That's what
He's not
drives
supposed
me.
to.
Yes, no, you can't have a character that's cool just sitting there going, oh, I'm a watcher. I like to watch because I'm a perv. Yeah. However, the greatest anime that I still have yet to see beat is actually Ninja Scroll. And, of course,
Scroll was very excellent.
Ghost in the Shell.
Oh, yeah. How many of the Ghost in the Shells have you watched?
I watched the first one, and I lost your copy of the second one.
I know you did.
And I believe I found it.
But didn't you say it was, like, destroyed?
I'll have to look again,
Okay.
because I think I found it and lost it again.
There's 3 different series.
Oh, well, okay.
You don't like the series.
I like my anime with robots and blood and gore and fighting and stuff blowing up. Now, the series that's on TV is too happy for me. And the Yagasaki Tomogagi,
Oh, the Tamagotchis.
yeah, those drive me insane. Oh, yay! Yeah, so, yeah, I have watched quite a bit of, matter of fact, I think I've watched every episode of the manga TV series, but I wasn't impressed. I just watched it because Ghost in the Shell. The Major, by the way,
Kusanagi.
yeah.
So what are your guys' views on My Little Pony? Friendship is Magic, or whatever it's
Well,
called.
back in the 80s when the My Little Pony cartoon was out, I was on par with it and Smurfs.
I see you in a whole new light now.
Hey, Saturday Night Cartoons comes on. It's like the Care Bear movie. Yeah.
Okay,
Garfield and Friends. That
That's
was cool.
actually where I have to give you leeway, because back in the day, when
Which
you
was a
and I-
Wednesday.
when you and I were kids, there wasn't 24/7 cartoons.
Oh,
You had to wait till Saturday
We
morning.
had to wait till Saturday
Yeah.
morning.
Yep. And then they were all cool. It wasn't like there was every worst or every
but
crappy cartoon
There
that
was
somebody came up
Thundar
with.
the Barbarian.
There was
Space
a
Ghost.
screening process. You know, people were like, "Yes, let's put this on TV."
Johnny
As opposed to,
Quest.
But we were
"Yeah,
also
we could
so
squeeze that in
desperate.
sometime.
We were all so desperate for cartoons.
Yeah.
We would have eaten up anything,
Yeah.
including My Little Pony.
Yeah. See,
Smurfs.
nowadays, there's so many
Saturday.
cartoons that you prefer to not watch cartoons
Yeah.
Yeah,
because there's so many cartoons.
yeah.
The original G.I. Joe. That was awesome.
G.I. Joe. That
and
was
and
good.
now we've got Handy Manny.
Handyman?
Handy
Andy
Manny.
Manny.
What is that?
See? There's
Huh.
It's something my son likes. That's the only reason
The,
I know of it.
the thing that really bugs me about cartoons now is how many of them are doing that whole, "Ooh, let's talk to the kids through the TV now."
Oh gosh.
Can
why
you
do they have to
can you
do
help
that?
us do this?
Why do they have to do that? That makes me so mad when they do
Dance, and we can suddenly get through this river. I don't know.
that. They do that all the time.
And that's just annoying. I don't know.
Hey, seeing how this is a movie program, should we play a
Music
a, s-
program?
a song?
Sure. What do you want to play?
How about we play Blink
You had-
182?
Didn't you have a request that you wanted to?
Yeah, I do have a request, but I haven't found it yet.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, here, I got some Blink-182 on here. I
Have
think.
you
Well, find that.
watched Imagine Dragons' new one?
The what?
Imagine Dragons' new one,
Uh-uh.
Radioactive.
No. Never even heard of it.
I have a request.
Okay.
I want you guys to play Imagine Dragons Radioactive for me.
Imagine Dragon.
Imagine Dragons Radioactive.
All right, Pocatello,
I know
here's
it's
the
there.
first...
Are you going to find it first, Danny, or should I?
Well,
I know it's on
trying.
YouTube because that's where I watched it.
There's no language in it, is there?
No. Well, you guys actually care about language?
There's like 4 words up here that you can't say.
Yeah,
Most of them
whatever.
are actually now able to say on TV. Except for like 2 of them.
Whatever those words.
I don't know where they are. Oh, there they are. You can't say these. And yet this one, and I think this one can actually be said on TV now.
Well, it depends on the time of the day, too.
Yeah. Or after 9:30, I think.
Anyway.
Did you find it, Danny? Do you know what YouTube is, Danny?
It won't let me get to a search.
Well, you know, oh, that's my problem. Are you on the Wi-Fi here? City Hall just added Wi-Fi, and it sucks. Just, you know.
No, I'm not on the Wi-Fi.
Okay, speaking
I'm on my LTE network.
of, mine automatically connected from last time. Do you want me to borrow your phone and see if I can find it?
It's the problem with the smartphones.
Yeah. Danny decided to go with an iPhone, so he can't do as much as most people.
No.
I got this board falling on me again.
You know, there's a time limit to how long this show is.
Yeah, we burned up half an hour talking about comic books and trying to find this song. Danny.
Well, okay.
Okay.
I'll let you off the hook.
No,
One
no,
of
no,
these
no,
times.
no, no,
One
no,
of
no,
these
no,
times.
No. Image Dragon.
Imagine.
Imagine Dragon.
I have some Big Bopper.
Yeah, that one right there.
Radioactive.
Radioactive.
Here's your thingy, Danny.
All right, Pocatello, here comes something. It's not that late. It's never done before. We've taken a quest and we're going to play it.
We haven't done it in a long
Probably the
time
last time you
anyway.
did
Check this out.
As soon as Danny figures out how to use his phone.
Special little something or other that
just
keeps stuff out of the something for whatever.
That's not even a special something. That's like somebody took a belly button ring and broke it
Is
off.
that an ear stud?
All right, here you go, Pocatello. This is Imagine Dragon
Oh, I need to get that other.
Radioactive. Maybe. Kinda.
Some mouths are uncomfortable with new things.
Is
But
this
what's
it?
so hard to get about sweet, tangy, and creamy? So this mouth opened up to a
That's a
tuna on
commercial.
rye
You have to
slathered
skip
in
the
Miracle
commercial.
Whip, and it did not regret it. No, sir.
Wants me to watch it because YouTube doesn't make enough money.
There we go. That's it.
Here you go, Pocatello. Imagine Dragon Radioactive. I was impressed.
Is the mic? Oh, I gotta do that. Yeah. What mic are you on again? 2. Okay.
3.
2.
Mike 3.
You're on 2.
12.
28.
Anyway, Pocatello, I was impressed. That song was actually not that bad. The video was...
It started out cool and then it kind of took a turn for the corny, but
But I like the song.
still alright
Why isn't that not working?
because you're on both of these. So the one with the light is the channel you're on.
And
you
then
gotta
that
switch
one.
this to
Yeah.
whatever you want to switch it to. DVD.
John's the brains, and I'm just the looks of this stupid show.
Anyway. Oh, yeah.
Anyway, Pocatello, that was Jeff Sherwood, member of the local writers group. He wrote a book.
He had to go potty, so he left. He doesn't like using public restrooms. I'm just kidding. I don't know. He had to go.
I don't like using public restrooms either
Nobody does.
because of the public.
Yeah, there's just something about being in a bathroom with another person that's just not right.
You know, okay, the funniest thing, Brian Reagan said this, the comedian. When you go to a public bathroom, everything is wet.
Ooh, she was hot. Anyway,
You notice
Yeah.
how that is?
Everything is wet.
The sink, and it's all wet. Like someone just went in there and just made everything wet and left.
Now,
Why?
I will note that the city hall bathrooms here, this is the perfect time of day to use them. There's never anyone in there, but also
Why is that? Because Larry Craig's.
The the little squirter scent thing.
The mist.
Okay? Yeah, the mist. You know, it's one of those timer ones, so it's been going for the last like 5 hours, and no one's been in there opening the door or stinking it up. So it smells really good in there. Just saying. Very flowery. Anyway, she was
Pocatello,
hot.
it's
She
not
was
that
hot.
late.
She's hot too.
232-6288. 234-6288. Give us a call. You want to talk about comic books, movies.
And this is our
and
Facebook
how bad the show is.
page. You can get on there and make fun of us on Facebook.
If not, let's play another song.
Oh, I need to rain.
How does that sound?
There we go. If you do want to give us a call, like you said, there's the number. Anyway, do you want to find another? What was that request that you had? Okay. You know what we can play real quick while you try to find a song?
Do it.
We played one a few weeks ago, and I think I played one last week on the little pre-recorded show. But me and DJ Dave,
Yes.
I decided as a way
Do
to get
it.
him on the show, I would have to take the video camera
You can't push play fast enough.
up to Dave.
Seriously, you can't
And do
push
something.
play. Push play.
Well, it's loading. It's a DVD player.
DVDs aren't supposed to load.
I know, it's not a
It's
computer.
supposed to be instantaneous. That's why DVDs are supposed to be better than VHS.
DVD, it's like so 2004.
I still don't see you pushing play.
Which one do we want to play?
I don't care.
I don't know. Some of them got pretty long, so I guess it don't matter. We got plenty of time. This one was pretty good. So yeah, me and Dave have been doing these little ATV adventures, going out and filming, doing some four-wheeling. all around
ATV
Idaho.
adventures?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
ATV adventures.
Right, what do you mean?
You get on the ATV and you have an adventure.
Seriously, have you seen any bears yet?
No. Saw a moose, but we had to go to Wyoming to see the moose.
Did you chase
It was like, seriously, we're riding in Idaho, okay? On this video, actually. This is the one we'll play.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on the
Just
one I'll
push play.
You'll see. We saw a moose.
Hey, Poco, it's not that late.
Yeah. That was one of mine, DJ Dave's ATV adventures.
You guys ride around quite a bit.
Yeah. I mean, that one was... Crap, I forget how.
You know,
that one turned out
do you know
to
what
be
you should do?
like 80 miles or something like that.
You could make your own movie. You could call it Brokeback
We
Mountain.
just watched it. Oh, oh yeah.
Ha
Anyway,
ha.
the moose, though, that was, I mean, riding around in Idaho, it's like you ride around.
Because you're
can't
a
see anything,
cowboy
can't
with
see anything,
another
you know?
guy.
We're not cowboys. Anyway,
Brokeback Mountain.
yeah, you drive around, you won't see a single bit of wildlife. As soon as we crossed into Wyoming,
Moose. You didn't even see a squirrel?
I saw a rabbit and a bird
Really? And all the rides you've
and
done,
I-
you
and
haven't
I-
seen any?
and a groundhog. That's about it. Cows. But that's
There you
'cause
go,
we're riding
Pocatello.
around in free range area, so you always see cows.
It's not that late live. Go buy a four-wheeler and go with Brokeback.
Did you find that song?
I refuse to see that movie.
Yeah, I haven't ever watched it either.
And I did find the song.
Ooh.
It'll take a second to buffer, but here you go, Pocatello. Fantastic, cool song. Passenger. Let her go.
By request, apparently. Is that it now? You sure?
Yep.
Kind of had some false stops there. Anyway.
There you go, Pocatello. Passenger.
Passenger with
Let Her Go.
Let Her Go.
Mute. Mute. There you go.
Anyway. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on.
New band, new group, new song, new something.
You know what it really reminded me of? Cat Stevens.
Cat Stevens, he's the 70s comedic singer guy.
Not really comedic, no. But,
dude, he did The Streaker.
Most of his stuff wasn't really comedic, but that reminded me a lot of Cat Stevens.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it had a Mumford & Sons feel with no banjo.
Mumford & Sons, who reminds most people of Cat Stevens.
Seriously?
I don't know.
No. Dude.
I'm sure there's somebody out there Mumford & Sons reminds of Cat
Stevens. Well,
not me, but
Cat Stevens.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it sounded like, kind of Cat Stevens-ish to me. Anyway, you're watching It's Not That Late. Live with DJ Dave and Company. DJ Dave not here. We're the company where we have no idea what's going on. We're tired and we want to waste the next 6 minutes and get out of here and go home. Should I find a song on here?
Yes, find a song.
I got it.
Go, quick.
I gotta have something on my Walkman, right?
Let's get Pocatello a song before we...
Actually, you know what? I might have some Cat Stevens on here.
No.
Let's see.
It hurts me.
Let's see. Okay,
I'm gonna make a noise every time you talk.
These ones more upbeat ones. You know, I got.
What you got planned?
Check it out. Can't keep it in.
It's Not That Late live.
And I forgot to hit mute again.
Hey everybody, guess what? We've updated ourselves. We are now into the 20th century. We do have a YouTube channel.
Oh, and real quick, that was
that
Cat
we don't
Stevens.
want you to go.
That was Cat Stevens with the Can't Keep It In case you're wondering.
Ah! I think I missed the funniest part ever.
That was loud.
Anyway,
yeah,
YouTube.
I actually, thought of a little workaround to being able to post most of this up on YouTube, and just as little links to the videos, songs we play, so that I don't get in trouble for copyright issues. But yeah, so you could actually, search. I think the channel name is something like It's Not That Late 1.
It's Not That Late 1. Yes.
Yeah, you can either search that if it works for you.
It does.
It's hit or miss with people. Some people call me and they're like, I type it in and I can't find anything.
I was finally able to find it when I became unstupid.
Some people find it. I don't know. Anyway, if you can't find it, I'll put a link to it up on the Facebook page. So then you can go to this one, which I know works.
It's Not That Late. Yeah, and then see if you can't get YouTube, just go to the Facebook, go to the profile, like the profile.
And if you're already watching this on YouTube, I apologize for the last 2 minutes. What? How did I do that? We're almost out of time.
Yep. There you go, Pocatello.
Actually,
this is a
because
clown
this
drunk in a bar.
clock, we have no idea what I never put it on mix. That's why. There we go. That's the one I like. Oh, that's half stop. Anyway, it's gonna cut out any second now. And
do we have any song or anything?
we used to have a little clock with a little ticker, and we knew exactly when it would stop.
Tick.
But now it's just kind of hit or
Tick.
miss. As soon as it says 10:29,
Tick.
it actually stops like
Tick.
long before it hits 10:30.
Tick.
So we have no idea.
Tick.
She was hot.
Tick.
There we go. We got the half thing going on.
Tick.
But
Tick. Tick.
maybe now.
Tick.